Hello, friends. Dobry den, as they would say here. I think that means good afternoon in Russian. So,
Belarusian.
I think Belarusian was the same as Polish.
Yeah, dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry.
Belarusians.
Yes. Okay, we're ready to go on into cash. It's the pistol already, guys, and we shall see much Glocks, many USPs. Very excites here on this this pistol round. Things are starting to slow down a little bit. As Fnatic look to be moving. I believe it's Crim's. Oh, sorry, no, it is going to be Dennis in place on Squeaky Door for a little bit of distraction.
I love doors, Dan.
Do you? Do you like blue doors made of steel? Need some WD-40 on that door.
Is he going for burst spray? He's just causing shenanigans because there's a push coming in through the mid area from Fnatic. Existence has left the building, and it seems that Fnatic are going to go for the B play. Not a split because they've got nobody towards T spawn. RPK taking down Flusher, but he's going to get wrecked and headshot eventually. So the bomb should go down here. Firmly in control of Fnatic for the time being. Dennis, who was lurking towards A, is going to get taken down. Smith's trying to kill one of the players, but Crim's coming in from the back, leaving it in a 2 versus 2. Shoxy and Scream coming in from different directions.
Yeah, we will have now the 2 versus 2. Moving in are these players, ex-Titan players. We've got Scream down already. Shox looking for engagements, but these crossfires are going to be hard to deal with. Oh, nice pop there. Shox, good game. Says know exactly where Crim's is going to be. Jumping over the top of the crate. Gets the shot straight to the face of Olofmeister. Say good night, sir. Now, Olofmeister, if you were not tuned into the A stream previously, Olofmeister had a pretty poor showing. I think it's the worst I've seen Olofmeister play in competition in maybe ever. So I'm hoping that he can step things up here against Titan, but they will win the pistol round. So Fnatic will likely eco here, so they can go into the third round with AK-47s, which on this map is really good because you can get nice mid pushes. You can have a really strong advantage. Because look at what we're seeing from Titan here. They got 2 SMGs, FAMAS. It's gonna be tough against AKs in the next round.
Right, well, CT starting with 3 towards the B bomb site. Olofmeister though is taken down Existence straight away. Bit of a rude awakening for him, and Smith looks to be a bit aggressive here, trying to put things back in the favour of his team. Indeed, Olofmeister will get naded down by Scream, so that's the B bomb site clear, and Smith is going to retain an advanced position. JW is in mid for the time being. You can see the bomb is still in a passive position. The T's not favouring A main, and Smith has gone down towards B as well, so this is not a good start here for the Titan side in round 2. Dennis has picked up the M4. No armor on these T's, however, so they've got a man advantage, but they can be easily cut down by any of these 3 weapons.
This is a little bit awkward, actually. This should have been much easier for Titan, but now they find themselves in a bit of a strange spot. So we'll have to see if they can turn this one around. They are playing very passively. 2 players towards B, perhaps a bit more worried about a B defense. Rather go for an A retake than a B retake, which is smart. And we shall see the push from Fnatic onto A's, and it's also smartly done by them because they should be able to assure a bomb plant. There's only 1 player, so they've read this situation fairly well, one should think. As they go for the push eventually, we'll see Shox slowly making his way forwards, backwards and forwards, looking for those first players, and now the game is afoot. Their presence has been announced at Shoxy. Oh, straight to the face. Crims is in there. 3 versus 1 now. Just Scream. You can't tap with an MP9, not so well. It's going to be quite difficult to make this one work. Spinning around, caught between 2 players, and that's going to be the round for Fnatic. What an upset!
What a disaster. That 1D taking down Existence just set the pace, set the tone in that round, and then Smith's getting taken down in isolation after Titan would assume that they had a stronghold towards the B bomb site. Not sure what happened over there, but that was a calamitous round for the CT side. They're going to force it up. Shox picking up the M4. The rest going to be on the pistols here, but none of them, apart from Scream, have helmets in this round. So again, we've got the buy from Fnatic as well. The 2 AKs, the 2 M4 stolen in the previous round, and the MP9 onto Flusher. Olofmeister taking down Shox, who pushes into A main. Screams picks up the M4 though, and he has a helmet, so that might help against 3 of the 5 players. Again, only 2 AKs in play right now for Fnatic.
Yeah, it's pretty scary, and RPK might get a challenge here from Crims. Crims can definitely put a strong challenge in with that AK. It's going to be hard to see the Deeg do much, but that said, they will have the one Deeg in anyway. So RPK will get that frag. He might not feel too confident in going and retrieving the weapon. It's quite deep into the B storage area, so he'll just settle back onto the B bomb site, happy that his team is now 4 versus 4. But in comes Flusher into middle, so the B split is now approaching. What can Titan do to defend against this? Do have smokes and flashes, so should be pretty good for Fnatic to get the bomb plant. And there goes RPK.
Okay, so the site's being taken by Fnatic now. They've got 3 people in the vicinity, 4th in checkers. So Titan may have to try and save what they have left in terms of their Kevlar pistols, so on and so forth. Scream's definitely going to be saving that M4. Smiths is going to be saving / looking to get a sneaky kill. Maybe a bit of information through that gap as well, as if he gets the 1 Deeg in there, I will be very surprised. Existence is very well far away as well, so not the start that Titan wanted. They came close to taking the second map against TQM in the previous match. I was watching it from just behind the window there, and they lost the second map 16-14, which would definitely be a blow. Not off to a great start here either. So Smiths will be able to save as well. I don't see him ever getting the 1 Deeg with that angle, because they're always going to pass too fast. But there we go. So Titan saving some equipment from the previous round. Scream will continue with the M4. Shox and RPK are going to be on the eco for the most part.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal that time got reset in the way that they did, because it wasn't even like a force buy from Fnatic. They had actually a lot of money left, about 1k on everybody. So they started the next round with $6k. Like everybody, that's ridiculous. That's a really nice situation for Fnatic, and it's going to feel very nice considering they got kind of wrecked by Envious just previously to this match. Now we'll have the B push coming in. I like this. As far as an anti-force by anti-eco sort of situation works, getting the fast play with the nades, like we're seeing from Fnatic, is exactly how you want to do it. Be fast, be ruthless. And we'll see so far very limited amounts of damage done by the CT side. Looking pretty clean overall. And there you go. Nice anti-eco. I like that from Fnatic.
So Scream has dropped the M4 for Shox to pick up, and he's picked up another M4. And we'll see if they can save these for the next round. Again, their economy being put into tatters so early on. These will be crucial saves for the CT side, moving towards the A site now as the hunt begins for Fnatic. I'm going to go for that boost that we see. We only really see this boost when people are saving weapons, but it doesn't really serve much other purpose other than to perhaps avoid being wallbanged by an AWP.
Actually, I mean, I guess if you did a fast boost there, you could, in theory, see the legs of any player approaching the Squeaky before they could actually see you. Because I think
oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah, but they shouldn't be doing that.
Actually, maybe not, actually, yeah.
You'd see the legs, but
yeah, see the legs,
at that point, they shouldn't be coming in the door anyway.
It's an awful position, Jakes.
It is.
we'll just settle it there. Okay, so Titan now with a lot of money now to buy. So buy versus buy, but they don't have enough money for an AWP, which they definitely would have wanted. And JW is going to be on the AWP for Fnatic. Fnatic maybe going for a fast contact play actually towards A. And already JW picks off Smith. This could be very, very bad right now for Titan, as they could get outpaced by the Swedish side. But they do slow it down after getting the pick. So I think they changed their game plan after getting the pick. They realized that they can put some pressure on the wounds now.
They've had a lot of just slow times in this tournament so far, which is a bit of a different Fnatic than we're used to, which is a good thing. Not gonna overextend too much. Existence was holding down the mid area from the vent, and now he's pushed into T warehouse, it seems. But has he been detected? Indeed, JW seems to have an inkling that perhaps somebody is behind. But when is this push going to come in from Fnatic? Seems to be now. Flash is coming in, but Scream getting the first frag. Bomb gets spotted as well, which means a full rotation coming in. And now that flank is going to be crucial from Existence, but he's not going for it just yet. And the push is continuing from Fnatic. JW aware that somebody was behind, just trying to keep an eye on things. So there's a 4 versus 2 situation now for the Fnatic side, and JW is going to hold down this angle, and again, Titan are in a situation where they are forced to save. So a very rough start on their CT side, 1-4, and their money's been decimated once again. This is pretty bad for Titan.
Absolutely. Fnatic's can take liberties. I mean, if Titan are able to save a couple weapons, it's going to help, of course, but the range of once again the range of strategies that are going to be able to be applied by Fnatic once they get quite a lead could be very off-putting for Titan. Because not only are Titan not going to have necessarily the weapons that they want to defend with, Fnatic can go for all kinds of like high risk, high reward plays because they'll have the rounds and they'll have the to work with, and they'll have the security of their economy so that they can, if they lose that high risk situation, they can always just buy again.
Olafmeister actually has a reasonable spawn for JW to throw him the AWP to see if he can get a CT making it over to this position, but he's not going to do that, and you can see Titan haven't opted for that anyway. If you look at LG, for example, they like to boost over there to try and be as safe as possible. There is a wall of smoke in mid now, and indeed Fnatic are going to seize control of that. Flash coming in, so RBK can't do anything as Crims comes through the vent. Fnatic looking like a well-oiled machine at the moment. What is the response here from Titan?
Yeah, this looks really good. I love the coordination here from Fnatic. It's very nice and crisp. Now we'll see a screen coming up from Spock, able to get a quick frag, but the grenades used perfectly here from Fnatic to just buy their way, to buy the positioning into the bomb site, and there's nothing really the Titan can do in this position. Playing 3 versus 4 on a retake on the B side, that's just not going to happen. They need to hang on to these weapons, and it's about hunting them down for Fnatic. They can throw everybody at these if they want to, because they have a good amount of money. So I mean, they would really want another kill. They don't want to let 3 weapons be saved here. They want another kill out of this. I would like to see them try to sacrifice at least 2 players to try to accomplish that, but as you can actually see as well, the setup defensively from Titan is actually quite respectable. So Fnatic not really wanting much in the way of this. But that said, having 3 players survive for Fnatic and their economy, they're going to be looking pretty darn good. We're going to see here the money being pumped up there, around 10k for most players, 12k if you're Dennis. So Fnatic are loving life. Titan's still struggling to put something together. They can absolutely buy in this round, but it's going to be a little bit awkward, not much in the way of grenades. And so you would want to see from Titan some aggression in a round like this. You don't really want to be too reactive. Okay, well actually they're getting more grenades than I anticipated, so I read the money wrongly there. That is my bad. I suck, James.
So the 3 maps are Cash, Inferno, Dust 2. 5-1 for Fnatic. Titan are going to be on that max loss bonus now, having lost 5 in a row. Existence has pushed through the into T Warehouse once again. That flash might give the game away though. Is anybody going to pay attention? It seems Dennis might be looking in his direction. No, it's not Dennis actually.
What is happening, James?
It's Olafmeister. JW is wrecking people in mid in the meantime. So again, Titan just losing the picks. And you can see they've abandoned the B bomb site. The round's pretty much over here. Well, it seems they're committing towards A in case the push is coming towards A, but indeed those vents will suggest that it is a B push here. So Titan locked out of the round once again.
Yeah, this is pretty awful actually. Another no-show in that sense that they can't even play the round because they just lose 2 people immediately, and that's instant bomb site take. Both going to be planted now. We'll see RPK trying to poke his way in again. If they do actually get another frag, now he's got some position. He wins the battle here, then that's great, but he just warp.
No, and Dennis was on the site just shooting through the corner.
Yeah, I was gonna
Basically, he had 3 people at the same time. He's trying to position himself for the guy coming from T-spawn, but there we go. Too many angles to deal with, and Titan will run away again. It's just not working out. They're just losing 1 or 2 people pretty quickly. No response either. Fnatic surviving with 4 people for the time being. So, let's have a quick look at the money. We can see Fnatic just making it rain at the moment, and Titan with not much going on. Again, max loss bonus, which means they'll get a reasonable buy, but by no means ideal.
Excuse me if you heard me sneeze, which you likely did. No mute button over here. There's 6-1. It's looking really good for Fnatic. I mean, initially that first piss around, it's good economy for Titan. It's like, oh, this could be quite interesting. See how Titan will be playing from this position. But no, Fnatic straight away bring out the Wrecking Ball. And a double ult for Titan, or I guess X-Titan, I should say. Or Kappa. I don't really want to call him Kappa James.
Just call him Titan, mate.
Okay, I just call him Titan. So, a couple of Titan. New setup. Dennis gets the pick. Oh my goodness, Dennis gets the second entry as well onto the A bomb site. So this this setup with the AWP on the A site did not work out at all for them. Titan now going to push Existence, going to commit another player through here. It's actually kind of smart to do this, and unexpected in the extreme. He gets a kill, and he gets out of there alive. Okay, not for long. He does get covered thanks to Crims coming out the door. Nicely done by Crims, follows up with 2 frags after Dennis's 2 entries, and another round is just going to be just gone. It doesn't look like Titan are contesting that much in these rounds. There's not much back and forth, is there?
But they're just getting wrecked, basically. Again, 2 kills, barely no answer. Dennis eventually gets traded, but it's not enough. 4 versus 3 on the CT side of Cash, with Fnatic having all the time in the world, and it's just not enough. So you can see the pauses coming in, and what is the play here for Titan? They're just getting picked off. Dennis with 2 kills there from A main. I don't know what the answer is for Titan. They're just losing players so fast.
Yeah, and one thing, quick tell is the money on Fnatic, because you can have a spot where it's okay, it's 1-7, but it's still a really close game where a lot of rounds have been highly contested, or it's down to the clutches right at the end, 1 versus 1 or something, and that would normally show you in Fnatic's money, and their money would be then low, but in fact it's actually getting quite high. They're all coming up to the kind of 16k mark. They're not too far off of that, in fact. One more round, in fact, and a couple of the players will already be there. So Fnatic not having much other way of issues, which is going to be feeling pretty good considering what just happened to them against Envious. Envious were really on point. This is a moment as well for players like Olofmeister to really hit their stride, or try to do so, get some comfort going, because he didn't really get much space to work with against Envious. They were hitting every single shot.
So Titan, I wonder, RPK and Smith's money is really bad at the moment.
I mean, if Shox could sacrifice and get an AWP and drop it if he wants, or play with the AWP, because of course he's very good at it.
I'd say they need the nades though, because again they're just getting picked off so fast. They just need to stop the T side from getting those entries. Well, here comes the buy, going to be missing a few helmets, although up against 4 AKs and an AWP they won't be needed at all. So they've got a few smoke grenades in. So let's see if they can stop the initial push here from Fnatic.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if this actually works out, if they can actually make something happen now, because so far they've just been losing the A battles. It's not even been close, in fact. That has to change. That's
here's some
Counter-Strike
towards the squeaky door, and Olofmeister's going to shoot Screen straight in the head. Shoxy unable to make the connection, but Olofmeister's only got 9 HP, going to get taken down while having a nade in his hand. So there's a bit of a response from Titan. JW as well was going for a spawn timing to peek mid, but stopped as that smoke came in.
Yeah, indeed. It's I mean, seeing the aggression is good considering the lack of the grenades, but just finishing my previous thought, it doesn't matter what happens to win a game of Counter-Strike. You're hitting shots, and so far it's by far Fnatic hitting these shots. We've got JW with a nice pick on Dismiss. He was getting some information in middle, so very fast to the trigger was JW as expected. It's one of his great qualities as a player, and now you can see the reaction from Shox. This is a great move here from Shox, because Titan cannot sit passively. They need information with a man down, and Shox is going to find the info and a frag as well. So that's really good. He's going to keep himself out of there, and I really like that he's keeping himself out in this position, going for the second frag. And he barely misses that shot. He would definitely have died even if he had made the kill there, but that would have really made a difference. It would have been a 2 versus 1 instead of a 2 versus 2. But Titan with some better chances to win this round compared with previous ones.
Default plants coming in, and the CTs are coming from opposite directions. Existence on a fast flank, which may not be covered by Fnatic. Indeed, Flusher is holding the angle. Spotted the player as well. RPK coming down to take down Prim, but Flusher versus 2. He's not going to get any frags there. RPK with the last 2 for his team, and Titan's finally getting back to winning ways. But look at the money on both sides. If Titan lose the next round, then this could be a massive half for Fnatic. It's already pretty monster. But if Titan, you can see they're going to buy out. They're not going to be left with much money. If they lose this round, their loss bonus is reset. And we could see something like a 12-3 half from Fnatic.
Yeah. It's kind of looking like that's quite likely at this point. And in Fnatic's position, they know that as well. They don't want to actually throw away a potential to have such a massive half. So I'm very curious to see what kind of strategy they'll go with, what they think will be strong. There's a lot of stuff they can do. Fast contact plays out of middle or A, I think will be quite strong against in this position. And we're going to see Flusher, just tossing the nades into middle there. And the push from Squeaky. We do have Scream going in. He gets eliminated. That aggression is not going to pay off for Titan. Existence, on the other hand, and Smith's locking down middle. So the A split that was being worked on by Fnatic is now just an A push from A main. But there's still 3 players here for the Swedish side, so they can get something done. And once again, JW's been really huge in this half. But Smith is still alive. Can he make the difference?
He's in the quad boxes, and Fnatic seem to be assuming that the site is clear. Oh, yeah, Smith gets the second frag as well. The bomb has gone down, and JW is on the site, taking down Smith's. Got himself 2 players to find. Going to try and get a 1 versus 1. How long can he hold the angle for? Will it be enough? RPK is going to come in eventually. Existence is elsewhere. Seeing the tag, knows to ignore it. Putting the smoke down as well. But can he find a frag? Doesn't know where Existence is, but the clock is ticking on these CT players. He will eventually get found, trying to be as sneaky as possible. Extremely awkward situation for JW, and the defuse comes in. So Titan have withheld the first test, but they only survived with 2 players, so there's still potential for Fnatic to break them. Fnatic may even have a better buy than Titan here.
Yeah, we'll see all the guns here for Titan. They even managed to muster 4 incendiaries, which is always nice on the CT side, but the same can be said for Fnatic. Now, JW's been pretty key in getting some of these picks, and it looks like he might be going up for the mid pick again. So let's see if JW can get something here. Might get a counter boost almost immediately. Yes, we will. Existence is going up there. We'll try to look at this, Dennis. Oh, great grenade. Very, very strong grenades. Very painful for Existence and Scream. Got 100 damage with that nade across the 2 players. As Fnatic play it quite slow, but will they play it slow enough at the moment? Because look at this position from Existence. Very nice. Oh, wow. JW is looking for that. Brilliant, brilliant presence of mind there from the AWPer of Fnatic. And now it's going to be Fnatic able to set up a play. They've got a man on both sides of the map, as well as 3 towards the middle. So lots to play with here for them. Are they going to go for the mid take? Looks like they are wanting JW to work on that for them. And we will likely see the A play.
Oh, Smiths has been forced out as well. Fnatic are just ticking all the boxes. Smiths is watching mid from the vent. The Molotov from Olofmeister forces him back into B, so there's no vision for mid from the Titan players now. So they just going to have to take a gamble. And it seems their gamble is A, moving 3 players in that direction. Look at Smith's position. Somehow Flush has got past him. And that's going to be the B bomb site completely lost. So Titan have made the gamble, and it hasn't paid off for them. Down goes RPK, and this is all falling apart here for Titan. They're going to be reset. Scream's picking up the AWP and is going for the save, as they've done 2 HP of damage across 5 players of Fnatic in this round. 2 HP.
JW's having a really good game, and one thing I loved there from Fnatic after getting the initial kill onto Existence with that nice peek from JW was that they waited, because again, the response from the CT side, when they lose 1 player, it means that they have to give up middle, which means they give up information. And the way that you try to make up for that is you push B storage, or you push somewhere towards A, like A main or Squeaky, to get the info to see where to place your players, so you don't gamble. And Fnatic waited, anticipating this behavior, and then they punished it. So Fnatic really showing great understanding of the game, as well as from JW, insane execution. He's on point so far.
You can see the Fnatic forces concentrated over towards the A site. Scream and Shoxy are trying to set up a bit of a crossfire here. We've got the nades coming in. There are some Molotovs. There's the first one just trying to force Scream off this angle. There's still a bit of a gap for him to play with. The nades coming in as well. So Fnatic doing a very meticulous job. Another Molotov. Scream forced from his position. I have never seen somebody get wrecked that badly. That was absolutely insane. Great anti-eco play here from Fnatic. It's almost threat level play on Cash.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, and it's good to see them able to run the drills and run their game plans, and even in the mid game, it's been pretty smooth, and it's largely because Titan haven't really been able to throw their wrench in the works, which is the idea that a team has a plan, and you're able to disrupt the plan by getting some pressure, stealing away some map control the other team needs, or getting the kill to remove a player from a position the other team needs to run their plan. So then they have to kind of MacGyver it, they have to try to adapt. Titan are not able to really push for those situations against Fnatic. Everything is really going the way Fnatic are planning. They're not having to make hard choices. And look at their money. It's out of control. So Titan, 2 AWPs again. They tried this before, and they got Dennis wrecked them in A main.
Smiths actually has a good spawn to play B solo, holding an angle. We'll see if he's able to do that. There are 2 Fnatic players headed in his direction. He's going to smoke it off immediately, though. So despite having a good spawn, he doesn't want to seem to take the jewels, or he's going to take them from that area. So that smoke might take the Fnatic players by surprise. But you can see they're just holding passive angles in case of some aggression from Titan. Shoxy's playing AWP, no armor, towards the A site from the car position with his teammate Scream on the site itself. So Scream can play bait as well, and just keep an eye on the squeaky door, because from this position you can't hear the squeaky door being opened.
Look at that angle. That angle, James. That angle. Boom! Oh, he missed the shot.
He was moving well before he fired the shot there.
Yeah.
So now he can't re-peek, and he's in a horrible situation where he's not going to have any info towards B and could get overwhelmed. There is a bit of aggression from Existence elsewhere, but he's still in mid with a teammate RPK. So Titan know they can't be a split. I think they might have heard some weapons being dropped, so they could assume that was the bomb.
This crossfire, though, is pretty brutal. And there's no nades to help Fnatic out there. They had a lot of nades to use, and they just walk into the setup. They deserve to get wrecked there, James. Oh, no. Titan picked up an extra off, James. I don't like this.
Well, nothing else is working for them, so you might as well. It might work. That extra aggression.
It might work. Famous last words. This should work.
Yeah, Fnatic should. Yeah.
Famous last words.
This should work. Oh, they're bringing an AK along or something. I don't know. Let's see. It's hard to work out what's going on here. So Smith is over towards the B bomb site now, not playing the spawns. We've got Existence holding an angle, and it seems RPK, is he going to flash himself in, perhaps? Well, he better do it fast. The A side, it seems they're going to play retake over towards it. But again, they can't hear Squeaky Door open from this position. And indeed, the site's been taken for free now. It's almost a pistol round. 5 Fnatic players on the site now. Titan going for the retake.
That's a nice incendiary from Scream, though. That's going to delay the plant quite a bit. And you see Fnatic don't have the front of the site, so it does take them a bit longer. That Molotov, what, about 5 or 6 seconds for the retake. That said, Titan are a little bit slow here. And if you look at the positioning, everybody's coming from the car end from middle, so it's not perfect. Smokes down here going to help Fnatic, but here we go. The push comes in now. Absolute madness. Anarchy into the bomb site. Oh, look at these orbs rattling off here. Triple AWP retake onto the A bomb site. Don't see that every day. So far, so good though. Flush is coming in. He's going in with that AK. Oh no! Gets 2 on the spray, and that was almost. In fact, I think he may have done enough. Oh, that's incredibly close.
Can you imagine if he had stopped that defuse?
That's ridiculous. Triple AWP retake, James. Almost foiled by Flusher.
That's one of the more bizarre rounds you will see
yeah.
this weekend. Well, they've made it work, and Titan will have a reasonable buy for the last round, so the score won't be completely disastrous going forward, but indeed, Titan not having all the fun in the world right now. Existence getting taken down by JW. Again, an early pick here for the Fnatic side. They've had great success with that, and it's made life a lot easier for them.
Yeah. Well, now Fnatic are in this position again where you get that 5 versus 4, the initial pick, and every team of this caliber understands this position. It's like, okay, we have a lot of options here. Usually a team would decide to go middle, but you might want to go for the delay first, ambush, the information play that could come from the CT side, as previously pointed out. Maybe they'll go for the B storage take. They need to know what's going on because they don't have middle. Middle's usually the resource that allows you to understand where to place your players as the CT side. Is the B split going to hit us? Is the A split going to hit us? These are questions you need to answer as the CTs. And I can see Smiths there might just catch something. They're aware that middle is gone. But Fnatic playing this slow. How are they going to distract Smiths? Or are they even going to try? There's a player in Squeaky that could do that, potentially. And it's Dennis. He needs to go for a distraction play, or is he just going to be the guy that baits his team? There we go. Dennis is now throwing in nades. And Titan seems to know what's going on. Hitting the shots, though. And 3 versus 3. Players all over the place at the moment. Bob moving his way towards B. And, oh no, can Cribs actually get that? He can't get it. He's got to go all the way around.
Brutal.
He's got time. He's got to get the frag. But does Smith know this? Oh my god.
What is going on?
That's so weird. That round was incredibly weird as well.
Yeah.
It's hard to follow that one, in fact.
It was indeed. So 9-6, Titan eke out somewhat of a score here. They've got it all to do on the T side now. Fnatic were looking really good. JW top fragging for the team, which is always nice to see. Smith's not having the best half. He'll need to turn up this time, that's for sure.
Turn up with something at least. At least we're seeing Olafmeister and JW playing better, because earlier they're having an awful time of it. And this is okay for Titan. I mean they're a pretty darn good T-sided team. Typically, historically, Xis is as good at running as his guys. So definitely not out of it just yet. Although they do look the weaker side, admittedly.
Well, Fnatic putting 3 people over towards the A bomb site, which is not something you see every day. Flusher is here on his own towards B, and he's surely going to go down. No frags for him, and there's a full rotation coming in now from the CT side already, including a flank from JW. There is a player in T Warehouse, and I'm wondering if he's going to see him. Shox may have just seen a JW. Indeed, he is, and he's going to wait for him to come in. Meanwhile, the CTs are stuck behind the smoke over towards the CT side. So JW continues to push, and Shox makes himself known, so we'll see who's going to win this duel. Meanwhile, the push is coming in from the CTs now from up top. JW takes down Existence. They're all falling down while Shoxy tries to stop this flank. Shoxy's now the last one standing. He's been there focusing on JW for the last half a minute. Finally kills him and finds himself alone versus 3 Swedes. Got himself another 1 versus 1, which he's not going to win, and Fnatic get the defuse.
Wow, I don't even know how that happened so quickly. Fnatic with clinical precision there on those USPs. Good execution. And, I mean, again, it's fine, though. I mean, Titan got the bomb plant. To be honest, again, what I would expect is them to get the 3rd round buy on the AKs, because you can see the full save here. They're even saving more than a lot of teams would in this spot. And next time, they can abuse the AK advantage. Because even though you lose this round, you get the AK advantage, because you got the bomb plant. So that's what I'm going to be curious about. How will they use that AK advantage? Back when Threat was casting with us, we discussed this quite a lot. We both were massive fans of the contact play out of middle. We'll have to see. Maybe they can get another bomb plant even. It would be very nice to bolster their economy.
Well, they're going to have trouble. You can see Dennis facing the wall in case some flashbangs come in so he can mount a defense. His teammate on the other side of red. Surely a push is coming here soon. And here we go. Dennis so far so good. Got 1 kill. Crim's coming in for 2. Dennis will follow up with the USP. And this round is already over. A nothing round for Titan. Nobody dead for Fnatic. Great hold by Fnatic.
So what strategy will we see, James? Where the AK is going to go?
So it's 2 the T's.
I want to see them go over the top, James. In middle. In rapid succession.
Well, let's have a look and see where they are headed. Just going for a bit of a pop flash and an open peek, perhaps. While the rest of the team make their way over towards A, Dennis should hear some sound cues. You can see the counter nades coming in from the CTs already to try and slow any fast approach that Titan may have been thinking about. HG's coming through the smoke just in case they're setting up for nades through the smoke, which we have seen from T's before. The current NV lineup with a few different people in the roster used to do that quite a lot. Don't see it so often these days.
One of the cool things about this opening from Titan as well is it's like really safe against like pre-nates. But that said, we get a bit of a push there, and Dennis is going to pick up a kill into Smith. So bit of a trade as we see the defense thinned out a little bit, and Existence is now going to compound this for Fnatic. They need to get their bodies over towards B. They're probably feeling right now, seeing those kills happening towards that B bomb site, but we have Titan players everywhere right now. They're just fragging all over the map. They didn't even really get a chance to coordinate as a team right in the end to bring the bomb to a bomb site. They just used their positions and picked up the kills. So pretty simple round from Titan. And again, you could see the AK advantage there. It was massive. Really big.
And they're keeping the CTs honest now. They'll need to make a tough decision because they don't really have great money, the CTs. Fnatic appear to be using the 4-round advantage they have to secure their economy, which is going to be a priority at this fragile point in the match for them. While the Titan, of course, will try and exploit this and use it to their advantage to close the gap in terms of rounds. They're not that far away, actually. We should see a buy coming in the next round from the CTs, but let's have a look and see what they can do in this round. Flush as a HE, no flashes left on the Fnatic side. And again, just a pistol.
Scream is getting Michael flatly on there, tapping away, and it's curtains here for Fnatic. So despite some of the struggles that we see from Titan, despite the fact that Fnatic definitely look like the better side in this cash game, Titan are going to be only 3 rounds away after this round. So, you know, they've closed the gap pretty much. So, you know, we'll have to take stock on the economy. And I think we'll have a moment to do that just now. So we can see that it will be the second loss in a row for Fnatic, which will bring them up to $1,900 in addition to what they have now. So that's going to give them around 5k on most of their players. JW will be the poorest, but an AWP can be dropped for him if he wants it. And start to see these turning point here. This is good stuff there from JW. Get the frags and the damage. If you can hold the AK, that'd be huge. But I think 2 frags is more than worth the loss of the AK.
Considering when he picked it up, there was over a minute on the clock, I think. That's a fair trade.
Yeah.
A few kills for his life. Keep the pressure up on the Titan side, who again are still on the comeback trail, 3 rounds away. Fnatic, though, have bought 2 within an inch of their economy, so they cannot afford to lose at this point either, despite having that slim lead.
I think Titan are actually on eco as well if they lose this. They're really expensive buy. And look at the aggression into A main. Flash is not good, but Dennis is. Smith will go down. And now it's going to be a 5 versus 4 early on, and Fnatic will fall back onto the bomb site to more passive positions, which is a smart and safe play. What are Titan going to do to save this round? They still have 4 players left. They can take some map control. They can forge some options. A lot of teams would try to break middle in this position. Titan might just be doing that soon. Can definitely see how passive they are being, and Fnatic, that is, they've completely, even though they have 5 players, they've given up middle, which is quite interesting actually. Not a lot of teams would necessarily do that. There's the middle take now from Titan.
Yeah, so there's normally a gap between the smoke and that wall, so you can look over towards short box, because if you jump onto the box to the left straight away, you can be headshot by somebody who's pre-aiming the position. That's a common smoke you see from a number of people. So Titan will find out that mid is basically clear, despite there being 5 players alive for Fnatic, and it seems that perhaps they'll go for an A split, although they'll need to be a bit aggressive about it, because they've left the bomb in the middle. It's being collected now. Scream hasn't won the duel though, and there are 20 seconds for the bomb to go down. They're still yet to kill a player. Finally, Shock's getting a kill through the door. He's going to go down. Everybody else is going to go down as well. It's Existence with 10 HP, 10 seconds left on the clock, so the duels didn't go their way with the time they had left, and then Existence had no choice but to run into B. 2 players waiting for him in a trade situation. 12-8 Fnatic.
And the money, indeed, is pretty appalling for Titan, but they decide to get a buy-in there. Some money left on a couple players, but generally speaking, it's going to be a pretty hard ask, I would say, for them overall. We'll have to see whether or not they can make it happen, though, as they go for the A play. Looks like they might just go for a fast contact play without the kind of telegraph push with all the nades. And this actually, with Fnatic smoking off A main, this actually helps tight, because they can do the smokes from behind. There's no telegraphing here. They're going to be straight in there, no warning. But look at this spray down. Dennis in with 4 kills. In fact, he's going to pick up the ace. And that he made it look like it was an anti-eco. But James, it was it was a veritable slaughter.
Yeah. Existence trying to lead the charge with the 1 AK, but they all lined up and they got taken down by the one-man bowling ball. That is Dennis. 13-8, 5-round lead now. And Titan's gamble didn't pay off. They're going to be on the eco here. Some pistols. Shocks on the with some Kevlar, but other than that, not much is going on here for the French and Belgian side. Flusher with 2 frags. So both sides of the map, Fnatic have repeatedly got early frags. Of course, this one's an eco, so it's not as emphasized as the other ones, but still, it's happened on the buy rounds as well. Smith finds himself alone. He's going to get wrecked.
This is looking a little bit hard for Titan at this point. I mean, they haven't found a lot of consistency with some of their rounds. You know, that we haven't seen much in the way of defaults. It would be nice to see some more, middle takes, whether they be delayed or otherwise. With some nades, just take away middle, force Fnatic to react, see if they give up something. Try to get some positive engagements. You can create some really strong ones for the T side with the right grenades. But we'll see more passivity from them, and Shoxy's going to catch JW going aggressive in squeaky doors. So a risk taken by JW won't pay off this time around, and instead now it's going to be a man down for Fnatic. And this is the spot where Existence should be able to shine. This is a spot where Existence is going to be calling the shots to try to exploit the man advantage. There's a lot of ways to do that.
So RPK perhaps contemplating a peek or just keeping an eye on whether or not Fnatic are being a bit aggressive here. See, Shocks has taken a bit of damage through the door towards Squeaky. Grims is looking for get more, and it seems Titan are going to be approaching mid shortly. Again, a minute on the clock here, a bit of extra time for them to play with. Got a pop flash coming in case anybody's playing close, as 2 players emerge into mid from high and low simultaneously. Again, looking through the gap around the corner of the smoke towards short, towards Z connector. No indication as to where the bomb might go though. 35 seconds left and the bomb's only being collected now with 4 players alive for the Fnatic side.
Pretty sick smoke there, straight to the car. Really sick smoke. And now we're going to see that 4 versus 2. Looks like finally Titan making a showing here. But Oliver is still left alive with Slasher as well. He'll get the first frag onto Smith. There's still 3 players who are standing here for Titan who get the bomb down finally. So there is time actually to work with. But and Fnatic, I do believe they have the bank to try to just commit everybody here. I think, yeah, they can fly if they lose everybody. So they can see if they can try to win this round. But it looks like they're just holding their positions to stay safe as possible. But this will catch Olaf. Flusher picking up a kill towards the site, but that's going to be that. Titan picking up another round. Finishing on that A-bomb site. But still, the buys will be coming in for Fnatic. So we'll have to see whether or not Titan can keep the momentum going. They've got Swiss on the AWP.
Okay, so 5-round lead for Fnatic, 2 rounds away from game 1 of this best of 3. Smith looking to get an opening now, trying to get a pick in favour of Titan. I think there might have been a bit of a shoulder peek there, and I think Olofmeister, if that's him, he's not going to go back to the well. Moving over towards the A site, perhaps expecting a split coming in that direction. Titan, though, not really showing all their cards at present. The bomb is still in. T-Warehouse could go in either direction. There is a lurker towards Squeaky, which is Shocks once again, spending lots of time admiring the wall. And RPK over towards B bomb site, but there's a boost coming in, and JW is going to take him by surprise there. So again, so yet more aggression from Fnatic, which is giving them early leads.
Sick thing is that JW actually got dings there. That's actually quite sick. But either way, the push is going to come in. Shoxy goes down for A main. And 3 players lined up here to try to deal with the remaining player, which is Existence. He is gone. Gone with the wind. Now as Scream and Smith's the final plan has been revealed. We'll get the bomb planted now onto the immediate bomb sites. As we have the retake being set up by for the Fnatic side. And that room's not occupied too well. Just one player there in Smith, and he's a little bit concerned with other angles as well. In fact, no, sorry, we've got two players there in the vents. We've got Scream as well, so both players are in this position. This is really good to play off of one another. Here you go. Spam coming in through the metal shutter there, and it looks like Fnatic's approach is rather laboured, but finally Dennis is going to drop through. Still quite a lot of time. He's going to get onto the site, just barely surviving there. A shot going across. He's going to go for the smoke defuse, but running across a little bit prematurely. Smith is going to take the shot, get the kill onto Dennis. There's no time for JW to save this one, and so he's going to come in, and he's going to find himself the frag. And another round claimed by Titan. So clawing their way back, but how long will it last? Finally, though, they've caused an eco for Fnatic.
Yeah, let's see if they can cause more problems on this eco. Second last round of the first. What am I talking about? Fnatic are 2 rounds away from victory here, and I definitely need some coffee. Fnatic are going to be ecoing using this 4 rounds cushion to manage their money as best they can. So Titan, can they bring this back? They lost 16-14 to TSM in the previous map they played. Is that going to haunt them? Or can they take it all the way here? A lot of work to do. They're looking to see if there is a stack anywhere. You can see they're playing very passive positions, trying to use the maximum range possible. Only one player in mid here for Fnatic and 2 towards the B bomb site. So we'll see what information Titan can glean and how they manage their approach to a site.
Yeah, it's actually looking quite good for Fnatic setup-wise. They've got 2 players on the B site, and 1 in the vents on middle. So if there is to be a B play, Fnatic will have a lot of bodies there, but they don't have any weapons or Kevlar really. So not much to be expected. Now, look at this. Oh, this is a gorgeous pop flash from Olofmeister. Actually, I like that setup quite a lot. Obviously, it really is relying upon Titan moving into B, and that's not happening. So this, as nice as that setup is, it's completely useless, unfortunately, for Fnatic. But that's the name of the game. They've gone for a gamble. But what is this? Olofmeister finding himself rotation. He's actually battling with the AK's long range with the USP, and he got a frag out of it. That's something, isn't it? The flash goes in. That's going to buy his teammate a little bit of time to get into position on the catwalk. And the distraction as well. Dennis gets 2 kills. What is happening right now? We've got 3 players left for the Fnatic side. All pistols. The tap's coming in. And somehow Fnatic win this round. That is absolutely ridiculous.
I don't know why they would... I don't know.
This is Bizarro World right now.
they were dueling with Olofmeister for so long there. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. I have no idea.
And that one flash that he threw delayed them just a couple of seconds. And in that couple of seconds, Dennis got position on the catwalk, and they were never looking there. And he gets to unbelievable. Cannot believe that. Can't believe it's not Butter James.
I can't believe it's not a round for Tyson, Dan. Well, there we go. They're not out of it just yet, but one does not hold much expectation for a team who only have Kevlar helmets and pistols and no grenades to speak of whatsoever. How are they going to get into the site? How are they going to close this range? Remains to be seen.
A lot of questions there, James.
The next map will be Inferno, should this round not go the way of Titan. I mean, that's got to be super demoralizing. Like, how do you just keep your composure when something like that happens? I don't know.
Massage is the answer. So,
death by paper cuts down.
Looks like the round is going the way of Fnatic, and there's nothing that Titan can do about it. 15 HP on Scream. I want to see him do this just because it would be incredibly godlike, but he's going to have to go full Scream. Not just half Scream, not 75% Scream, but the full Scream. He's going to find himself a kill onto JW, but he lost a lot of his health in the process. It's down to 6 now. He's found himself an AWP though, and if he makes all the right guesses, it is of course possible. This is why Counter-Strike is an amazing game. But he's got 20 seconds. He's got to get his skates on. Got to get the plant. And Fnatic know it. They know it. And as soon as he goes for the plant, as soon as they hear the beeps, they will move in closer. Ah, great flick there. Oh, he's getting singed.
He doesn't have time. Oh, he does have time.
But he's dead.
Did not, of course.
Dead now, of course.
16 to 10, Fnatic take the map over Titan. Titan had an opportunity to try and mount a last-ditch effort and then lost an eco, and I don't know. One map to Fnatic it will be, and we will have a break before we go through to the next map. So catch your breath, people. We will see you soon for map 2.